Good day viewers, welcome to this channel. Breaking news. The news headline: End Biafra. IPOB finally tell TINUBU what would make them disband and Biafra struggle. The spokesman of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Emmanuel Powerful, declared that the group would disband if the people voted against self-determination in the referendum. Powerful emphasized that the United Nations Charter affirms their right to determine their political future when faced with threats to their political and economic survival. While IPOB had previously expressed its willingness to engage in dialogue with the Nigerian government regarding the referendum, Powerful clarified that the group was not seeking to beg for this opportunity. He firmly stated that the decision to initiate dialogue rested with the federal government. Powerful reiterated the sanctity of the Biafran referendum, insisting that nothing would obstruct its path towards Biafran's restoration and independence. He made it clear that IPOB's intentions were misunderstood, especially by those who view the group as reluctant to engage in peaceful dialogue. Expanding on the conditions for any negotiation, IPOB asserted that their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, must be released unconditionally and allowed to lead the negotiations. Additionally, they called for international representation at the negotiation table involving the UN, AU, EU, USA, Russia, and Israel. Should Nigerian government persist in refusing to acknowledge the principle of self-determination, IPOB vowed to continue practicing civil disobedience within the bounds of international law until their demands were met. Powerful affirmed that IPOB was prepared to exploit every opportunity to achieve Biafran's independence. Powerful concluded by emphasizing that IPOB members and Biafrans remain unwavering in their determination of self-determination. He suggested that if a referendum were held and the majority voted in favor of remaining in Nigeria, the movement would willingly disband. Fostering a friendly relationship between Biafra and Nigeria, however, he underscored that their commitment to achieving independence would persist until a referendum provided clarity on the people's desire. Powerful's statement read, for IPOB to engage Nigerians in any negotiation and dialogue for the Biafran referendum. First, KANU must be released unconditionally. He will lead the negotiation. Secondly, the international community represented in the UN, AU, EU, the USA government, the Russian government, and Israel must be represented at the negotiation table. Should the Nigerian government remain adamant and refuse to obey extant law on self-determination, IPOB and Biafra will continue with civil disobedience within the boundaries of international laws until our demands are met. For us in IPOB, every card is on the table. As freedom fighters, we adequately harness every available opportunity for Biafran independence as long as Biafran are forced to remain in deadly union that threatens our survival called Nigeria. We shall ensure the economy and political survival of Nigeria is under threat as well. Dear listeners, what is your view concerning this? IPOB has said until they sit on the table to discuss their freedom, that is when everything will be stable. That is when everything that we have been hearing will be silenced. That there is need for Nnamdi Kanu to be released so he can lead the dialogue with Nigerian, with other and mentioned above, like UN, AU, EU, and the USA government. The Russian government and Israel must be represented at the negotiation table. Powerful said that there is need for Nnamdi Kanu to be released for him to lead this dialogue with the government. Dear listeners, do not forget to drop your opinion, your comment by clicking the like button and the bell button to subscribe on this channel.